If you're looking to grow quickly, go viral for growth hacks and strategy and all that jazz, then this video is probably not for you. But if you're interested in some cold hard truths about growing a YouTube channel and that you're able to take a little bit of heat, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Joy and I run this YouTube channel where I like to talk about my feelings and my dreams as I navigate through my 20s. And in this video, it's a little different because we're going to talk about how to reach your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Why 1,000 subscribers? As someone who started literally from zero, hitting 1,000 subscribers was the hardest milestone, and there are a lot of YouTube videos teaching you how to grow to like 50k or 100k, but they forget how hard it is to like hit 1k, which is, in my opinion, the first big YouTube milestone. And in this video, I will be addressing you and your intrusive thoughts. Let's get there in a second. So I'll talk a little bit about my YouTube journey and my YouTube stats. As of filming this video on June 20th, I have exactly 5,952 subscribers. Depends on who you ask, might be a big number or not a big number, but for me personally, 5,000-ish subscribers is a lot. I don't even know 5,000 people in real life. If I had to actually talk to 5,000 people in real life, I would possibly pass out. I have always wanted to start a YouTube channel since probably when I was in college. I posted my first video in August 2021 and then I deleted it an hour after because I was so afraid my friends would find it, and to this day it is still privated, and maybe one day I will unprivate that video. I told myself I would start posting consistently starting January 2023, so that's when I started posting one video every week, and I've been doing that until this day. I started this year with 850 subscribers, so the jump from 850 to 5,000-ish is a lot. I have gotten my first brand sponsorship. I've met a bunch of other YouTube creators. I have made money off YouTube from AdSense. So these are a lot of milestones that I feel like 2021 Joy would not have thought was possible. And if you just look at those stats, it seems great and even easy, right? But let me tell you that I was stuck at 600 subscribers for 6 months. It took me 21 videos to get from 500 to 600 subscribers. And I hit 1K exactly, I would say, early February. So that was 14 months of me posting every single week. Let that sink in because it kind of hurts. So the idea to grow on YouTube is pretty simple. You need to post at least one video every single week, and each video has to be at least more than 10 minutes long. Why? Because if you want to hit monetization, you want to gather about 4,000 watch hours, and people typically only watch 10 to 20% of your video. If your videos are shorter, it's a lot harder to reach that watch time. And I personally noticed that YouTube pushes out videos that are longer, and that makes sense because they want people to stay on their platform. But it's been the easiest and hardest thing I've had to do in my life. Easy because conceptually, it's not that hard, right? It's not rocket science. You just figure out what to film, post. Let me tell you that the hard part is the conversation with my inner self, the inner monologues, the intrusive thoughts. In this video, specifically, I'm going to be talking to your intrusive thoughts so that they'll go away so you can start posting consistently on your YouTube channel. And I know this because these are all the intrusive thoughts that I've had and still have to this day when I post on YouTube. Let's begin the rapid fire of intrusive thoughts. What do I post about? So I would say that post anything you find interesting. I feel like not knowing what to post and figuring out what you need to post is also part of the process, and it is something that you get better with time. What if no one watches what I post? Yeah, bestie, nobody's gonna watch what you post at first. That's probably the cold hard truth, and that's okay because when you first start making videos, they're probably gonna suck. And it's good that not a lot of people are gonna see them, but you can only grow and learn if you post. So the first objectives of like posting when you're starting out on YouTube isn't to gather an audience, but rather figure out what works for you. But blah 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 creator only posted 2 videos before blowing up. I would say that not every creator who is big on YouTube had to post 1 video every single week. The people who didn't have to do that are outliers. Creators I admired like Ali Abdallah had to post 45 videos before hitting his first 1K. I watched your mom Ashley's like how to grow on YouTube video, and I think she posted 3 times a week for a year, which honestly, girl, like I tried posting 2 times a week and it like I couldn't do that. There's definitely like a range. There are a lot of creators who even post 2 or 3 times a week. There are people who don't have to do that. But I would say that the average is like 2 years. But again, what if no one watches my videos? Okay, so I'll tell you that literally I posted 21 videos to get from 500 to 600 subscribers. And now if you look at my videos, they get on average like at least 1,000 views. And you're like, really, Joy, did you like experience that? I didn't see the time when you had like little to no views. That's because, besties, I archived some of those videos, and also you did not know that I had a YouTube channel then yet, because if you knew that I had a YouTube channel, I would not have been getting 0 to 100 views. Literally been there, done that. It sucks, but you gotta go through it. What if my videos are bad? Again, like your first couple of videos are gonna be bad. Like I rewatched some of my earlier videos and but it's okay, it is a learning process. What if I am cringe? You're probably gonna be cringe and it's okay. Being cringe comes with the territory of being expressive. People who put themselves out there tend to be more expressive, more bold, and tend to be quote unquote cringe. I believe that being cringe is not necessarily a bad thing. What if my friends think I am cringe and make fun of me? So there's a difference between being cringe and having your friends tell you to your face that you're cringe. It's okay to be cringe, but if your friends are really your friends, they will not make you feel bad about being cringe. People who like make fun of you, and probably people will make fun of you for posting YouTube videos, they're not your real friends, and they probably have never put themselves out there and have never tried something that is uncomfortable. So you do not want to listen to them, and they shouldn't really be your friends anyways. What if it is too much effort that doesn't pay off? I feel like this is something that I struggled with a lot, especially in the beginning. Besties, I was spending 10 hours editing a YouTube video and I was getting like very little views, probably like 1 subscriber. Sometimes 2 people would unsubscribe every time I posted a video, and that would really make me sad. But I keep reminding myself that nothing worth doing is ever easy. If it was easy, everyone can do it. And if it was an obvious path, everyone would have done it. A lot of people want to start YouTube channels, but not a lot of people actually put in the work. And it's just like part of life. Putting in effort doesn't always guarantee results, and that's why I try to find joy not in the result with everything that I do, but with the process. Honestly, besties, if you really feel interested and really want to start a YouTube channel, you should 1000% do it, because posting consistently is the only way you'll know for sure whether or not YouTube is right for you. How do I become confident? Confidence is something that I feel like is earned. It is being able to trust yourself. So I feel like I developed my confidence from whenever I said I would do something, I would always do it. And I would like keep the promises I make to myself and just be really committed. And I feel like that really like improved my confidence throughout the years. But when it comes to being confident on camera, honestly, a lot of it is practice. Whenever you're trying to pursue a goal, you have to channel the confidence of the version of yourself that you think have already done it. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you cannot approach YouTube from a mindset of someone who's starting out. Rather, channel and ask yourself, what would the version of yourself who is already successful at that thing, what would they be doing? You're not gonna get there by doing the same things you've been doing, but you need to grow and you need to channel that confidence. And I feel like this is advice that is applicable not just for YouTube, and it's something that I've always applied in every other area in my life as well. What if I'm too old? There are a bunch of YouTubers who are like teens, early 20s. Mr. Beast is younger than me. A lot of creators I admire, like your mom Ashley, she's younger than me, but I'm 27 and you're watching me, right? So it means like it's not too late. I know a bunch of creators that I admire who are in their 30s. I do feel like younger people do post out more content. I feel like there is a market for everything, and I know this because my dad's cousin, who is like in her 60s, has 900,000 subscribers, and when I found out that she did that, I was like, there's literally no excuse. What if it's too late? What if the golden days of YouTube are over? You know the quote, the best time to start was yesterday, the second best time to start is now. I feel like when I was watching Best Dresses video in 2019, a lot of people were asking her that, and since 2019 to now, like it's been 5 years since I watched that video, there have been so many like new creators who have like grown so much. So I feel like there's always opportunity, although it doesn't seem like it. What if I'm not aesthetic? I'll say that some creators I like are really good because they're aesthetic, but there's some creators I also follow because of their personality. Like, I love Your Mom Ashley because I love her personality. I love Best Dressed for her personality. Like Chloe Shi, who is another creator I admire, her videos are so informational and good and aesthetic. Tapioca Press, another creator I admire. She has like her own aesthetic that makes her stand out. I also love her personality. You know, you follow creators for a bunch of different reasons. There are some creators who are really known because of their aesthetic, but I don't think that there's exactly a one-size-fits-all formula. What if I'm bad at editing? Editing is hard and editing is time consuming. Like, I still personally don't understand why it's so hard and time consuming, but I feel like it's also not rocket science. What if I get hate? Okay, so this is something that I've been struggling with more as my channel has started to grow. Like, I've been getting a lot of comments, gotten like hate from strangers, and it's something that I'm still trying to like reconcile with. But these are some things I realize every job has an occupational hazard, meaning there's always something about every job that is unpleasant. And for YouTube, you're probably gonna piss off people who like don't know you, and people are gonna be mean even though like they don't have to be. It is unfortunately part of the job, but it's also weirdly enough a sign that your channel is growing. A lot of like creator friends I talk to, like literally everyone has like experienced this. I try to tell myself that like they don't know the real you and that a random stranger's thoughts shouldn't stop you from doing the thing you love because it would be a disservice for yourself. Leah Field Notes, a creator who really inspired me to start creating, made a video recently about this. I know that Best Dressed, who also inspired me to start creating, got off YouTube because she was getting so much hate. Even like Chloe Shi, like she had an interview at the Try Carrot Pod, and I thought it was a really like touching interview. She was like opening up about like her upbringing, and like she's just someone I admire a lot. And then in the comment section, people would just like would say like the meanest things. So in a way, it's like part of the job. It's something that's not nice. And it's something that I'm getting used to, but I also remind myself that it's a sign that my channel is growing, and also compared to a lot of different jobs as occupational hazard, this is unpleasant, but it's not like life-threatening. It's not so bad. Sure, like it shouldn't be normalized, like saying mean things to people you don't know on the internet should not be normalized. But I feel like it's part of the job. It shouldn't be normalized, but there are a lot of jobs that are a lot more difficult when it comes to occupational hazard. Honestly, I'm still figuring that bit out. I hope that it'll never reach a point where I stop creating videos because a few mean comments really get to me. I hope it doesn't get to that, but yeah, it's something that I'm still trying to learn to like navigate. What if I still don't grow after all this? I feel like after a year, you should see some semblance of progress, because like I started seeing some semblance of growth earlier this year, right before I hit 1K. I feel like if after a year or maybe 2 years of being consistent and seeing absolutely no growth, that YouTube might not be for you, which is not necessarily a bad thing because everyone has different talents, different skills, different interests, and just because one door closes doesn't mean like it's the end of the world, you know? Like there's probably a lot of things that you're good at that I'm not good at, and vice versa, and part of life is just learning and figuring out what your strengths are. Why is it so hard? It's so hard because nothing worth doing is ever easy. So I am trying to start a company, and I've been working on this company for the last, I want to say 7 months, and there are a lot of parallels between starting a YouTube channel and trying to start a company. Both things are very hard. There's no blueprint. The success rate is very low, and it's embarrassing. Like, you make a lot of mistakes, you get shaded on a lot, you get judged a lot, you make a lot of mistakes, but it is part of the process, because if it was easy, everyone can do it, right? But the fact is that it's not, and sometimes life isn't just about succeeding and getting the outcome you want, but it's about figuring out and really attempting at the thing that you're curious about. What if my video isn't ready? I feel like there's some creators who post like once every blue moon, like Life of Riza, but her quality is like really good. Like the filmography is like exceptional, and it probably takes a lot longer for her to put out a video. So I completely understand why there are filmography-ish creators who like don't post as much, but I feel like unless you're in that level of detail, then it may be like your inner critic holding you back? What if after all this, I still feel shy? Some of my friends' friends who I don't know have started telling my friends that they watch me on YouTube. And every time they tell me that, I want to combust because I'm like, broski. Like, it's a lot easier to post on your internet assuming no one you know in real life watches it, you know. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm still some kind of shy. I have so much fear, but I feel like fear shouldn't be the reason why you stop doing something, especially if it's something that you genuinely want to do. So I'm trying to like take steps while still being afraid, nursing that shyness, because I don't know, maybe it'll go away one day, but I feel like at this rate, I'm just gonna have to live with it. What if after all this, I realized that YouTube isn't for me? This is kind of philosophical, but I always ask myself, when I'm in my 80s and I'm on my deathbed, what will I regret more? Will I regret trying something seriously and realizing that I don't like it? Or will I regret wondering what if? And for me, I know I'm the type of person who puts so much weight in the pondering and the what if and the if only kind of like thought scenario. And that's why I try to live my life by minimizing regrets, by minimizing opportunities for these thoughts to like run wild. Because if you try your best and it doesn't work out, then at least you know for sure. There are no like speculative like scenarios. But I feel like if you don't earnestly try at whatever it is you want to do, it doesn't even have to be YouTube, then you'll always wonder. And I feel like it's the wondering that kills you. I think one of the things that stood out to me at my previous job, I was having a chat with someone I admired, and I told him how like I wanted to try this whole like entrepreneurship thing. And he's like, I think it's like much older than me, and he told me he was jealous because him and his friends wanted to start an Airbnb together. And I told him like, oh, like it's okay, like it never would have worked out because a lot of Airbnb rentals have not been doing well. And he told me that's not the point. At least if I tried, I would have known. That conversation really stuck out to me about like learning to value what's important, like, and what's important to me is trying, even if it means I fail or even if it means that I don't like it. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I feel like posting every week is not hard. Conceptually, it's not hard, but it is the conversation with your inner intrusive thoughts that like is hard. So I hope this video helps. I know that putting yourself out there on the internet, trying to do the thing you really want to do, trying to show up as your full self, none of this is easy. Yeah, give yourself grace. Thank you for watching this video. It's really basic. I just moved back home. I'm trying to like gather my footing a little bit before I like post more videos. And yeah, just remember that I believe you got it. Nothing worth doing is ever easy. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.